the U.S. is putting a stop to talks with Russia about a possible ceasefire in Syria in a fast deteriorating situation. The State Department accusing Russia of rejecting diplomacy and supporting the Syrian government's fight against rebel groups and many civilians who have been caught in the crossfire as well. There, Conor Powell joins us now live. He's in Jerusalem with the latest. So, Conor, what's the impact of this ending of these direct talks between Russia and the United States?
Well, with the suspension of these direct talks right now, it means, Martha, there's no serious international effort to find a political solution to the war in Syria. Also, keep in mind, as muddled as the Obama administration's Syria policy has been the last few years, with the suspension of these talks, it's not clear what the actual White House policy on Syria is going forward. Now, for its part, Russia has also withdrawn from a bilateral U.S.-Russian negotiated nuclear arms agreement as a result of the suspension of talks. In Syria, it's a much more drastic picture. We're seeing some of the heaviest fighting that we've seen in the last few years, with intense bombing by pro-Assad forces of rebel-held positions in Aleppo. On the ground, you're seeing pro-Assad forces move further and deeper into Aleppo with some very heavy fighting. Observers say more than 1,400 people have either been killed or wounded since the U.S.-Russian brokered ceasefire collapsed several weeks ago. This is a very serious situation on the ground with this heavy fighting. What happens next isn't really exactly clear, but one thing could happen. The U.S. might nudge its U.S. or its Gulf Arab allies to provide more support for rebels on the ground. Whether or not that will change the situation at all, Martha, it isn't really clear. The pro-Assad forces, backed by Russia, are making significant gains on the ground in Syria right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like any sort of half measures in that regard have made any difference so far. So we'll see what the decisions are. Thank you very much, Conor.